welcome back to my channel. Marty's here with me. This is my dog. He's a Chihuahua. But yeah, welcome back or welcome to My Name is Gianna. I apologize for the lighting in here. I don't understand. I have like all my lights on and somehow it's still kind of dark, or like there's like a shadow. So I apologize. It's also like 8 p.m. But I just got off of work, and like I said, my name is Gianna. I'm 25 years old. I currently work remotely for a law firm, so that's my like 9 to 5 job, but I actually work 11 to 8 p.m. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me. I'm a book lover. I mainly read romance and thrillers, but I am slowly kind of starting to get into like fantasy and just regular fiction. But yeah, that's just a little more about me and Marty, who's also joining us here. But you saw the title of today's video, so if you've seen my video from, I think last week when you guys watch this, I think it will have been last week's video. But I have over 85 videos, oh my god, I have over 85 books on my physical TBR, which TBR is to be read. So I have over 85 books, which is insane, and about 36 of those books have been on my physical TBR for over a year, which to me is insane, especially because in my apartment I don't actually have space for a bookshelf. So I live in a 1-bedroom apartment with my fiance and my dog, and we don't have space for bookshelves. So I literally have this, like, as you can see, this table here that has a bookshelf, and then we are going to get like some tall, like thin type of bookshelves, but I just have books like everywhere. So that is the state of my apartment, but that's what I'm saying, like it's insane that I have that many books on my TBR, and that many books on my, like, that I've had on my TBR for over a year. So I really wanted to make it a goal in 2024 to at least read, it doesn't have to be all of those 36 books, but most of them, and to finally read them, see if I like them. If I don't, then I'll donate them. If I do, then I keep them. So that is, I'm making it a series, and this is the first video in that series. So for this video, I'm going to be reading a few books that have been on my TBR for over a year, and I've already started one of them. So I started Book Lovers, I think it was now 2 days ago. I was doing a buddy read, well, I am doing a buddy read with one of my friends from my Bookstagram. We're reading it together, and I have been annotating it, and I am on page 150, chapter 14. So I am making my way through this book, and first update I can say for you is I am obsessed with this book. Like, I don't want to, every time I pick it up, I don't want to put it back down. I love everything about it. I love the two main characters. I love the setting. I just love the way that Emily Henry writes. She writes in a way that she can make like some of the most mundane things that a character will be doing sound interesting. And I also love that I feel like this is just kind of like a love letter to readers, to book lovers. There's so many just references to books and bookstores and the publishing industry and reading, and just like it's all in this book, and it's just really good. It's funny, it's heartwarming. I love the relationship between Nora, who is the female main character, and her sister. That's really cute. I love the New York setting. Like I'm sure most of us, I've been dying to go to New York. I've never been to New York City, and I really, really want to go. So every time I get to read a book that has something, or a movie, I watch a movie that has something to do with New York, I get so excited. But this book is amazing because of just how much the main character loves New York and loves books and works in publishing, and it's just like everything I could imagine and want in a book, this has it. And then I also love the small town setting. So I'm just having a great time, and it's a great book. I can tell already that it's going to be a 5-star from me. So that's my prediction right now. You heard me say it. That is my prediction. But I have a few, like I said, I have a few more books, so I can kind of show you guys what is going on this shelf. Well, Marty's kind of blocking it, but I can show you guys some of the other books that I might pick up in this vlog that I've had on my TBR for so long. So as of right now, ooh, you okay? goodness, he's so clumsy. So as of right now, for this book, besides Book Lovers, which I'm already reading, I might choose between these 4 to also pick up in the book 1 of this series that I'm doing. So we have Luck and Last Resorts by Sarah Grunder Ruiz. If you saw my reading vlog from like 2 weeks ago, I read Last Call at the Local by this author, this is the second book in like an interconnected standalone series, and I love that book so much. 5 stars, one of my favorite books, the best way to start off 2024. So now I want to read this book. I've had it on my TBR for over a year, so I'm like, perfect time to read it. So we'll probably pick this one up. But then I also have The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo on my radar, because I feel like I'm the only person in the entire planet that has not read this book, and this has also been on my TBR for over a year. I've read One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid and Daisy Jones and the Sixth, and I love both of those books, so I'm really hoping that I love this one. I'm honestly a bit nervous. I can't really explain why, but that's the main reason why I haven't picked this book up, is I've always just been nervous, but I don't know why. So we might read this one. And then we also have The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell. This is just like a domestic thriller that I've had on my TBR. I read one Lisa Jewell book and I loved it. So if I'm in the mood for a thriller, pick this one up. And then we have The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling. This one is just a cute little fall read. So maybe I'll pick this one up, but we'll see. So yeah, so that is like just a little recap of the potential for today's video. I'm really excited about today's video, and I'm gonna keep reading Book Lovers tonight and see how far I can get, and I will keep you guys updated. So sorry for the long intro, but there was a lot to catch up on. So I will see you guys in the next clips. Good morning, guys. Okay, so update. It's been a little while since I've updated you on my thoughts on Book Lovers. Did I finish it? Like what we're reading next? All that kind of stuff. So I actually finished Book Lovers, as you saw in the last clip. That book took me by surprise. I have no idea why it took me so long to pick it up. Like I said, it was on my TBR for a little over a year, I think, or close to it. And it took me so long to pick it up, and I'm really not sure why, because I absolutely loved it. This was my second Emily Henry book. The first book I read by her was Happy Place, and I really liked that one, but nowhere near as much as I loved this book. I tabbed it, I annotated, I underlined, like I love this book. It literally felt like a hug, like a big hug for readers. Like it had everything, especially romance readers. It had everything that we loved. I love the New York City setting, because if you know me, you know how bad I want to go to New York. But I loved that setting. I also loved the Sunshine Falls setting, which is a small town. I loved Charlie and Nora's banter. I loved everything about this book. I even just loved the family dynamic of it. was honestly kind of like, what's the good word, like flabbergasted, I guess, with the way that she kind of compared love to reading. And it was almost the same way that I felt about reading A Love Letter to Whiskey, and how she compared in that book she compared the guy to whiskey, and she just did it so well. And in this book she compares love, whether it's like significant other type of love or like family love, she compares that to reading and like starting a new book or finishing a book, and just like the feelings that you get. And this was amazing. This took me by so much surprise, honestly, and now I cannot wait to read more of Emily Henry's books. I have People We Meet on Vacation, like the physical copy, so I will be reading that next, and then I'll make my way through Beach Read, and then I think she has a new one called A Funny Story coming out, so I'm making my way through all of those. But yeah, so if you didn't guess, 5 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend this if you haven't picked it up yet and you are a romance reader, or even if you're trying to get into reading. I think this is a really, really good one to, even if you're trying to get into reading. It's so good. I had to take a couple days, well, not even, it's been like a day and a half to process once I finished this. And I think you guys are going to be excited about the book I'm starting next. So this one has been on my TBR for I think 2 years now, my physical TBR, because I bought it like back when Book Talk first became a thing, and for some reason it took me so long to pick it up, as did Book Lovers. But this one's even worse. This one's been sitting there for a long time. So we have The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So I will be starting this today. I'm really excited, a little nervous. Honestly, I know why this one took me forever to pick up. Mainly because it had such a big hype and I was a bit scared, but I just have been staring at it for so long, and I really just want to know what it's about, what's gonna happen, and I'm really excited to read this one. So I'm gonna start this one today, and I have these tabs that I will be using. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on my journey through this. But I wanted to show you guys also how I make my coffee, because I have become a coffee connoisseur, and so we have 2 espresso shots in there. It's the Nespresso Bianco Doppio, I think is what it's called, and I take a couple shakes of this cinnamon sugar, and I put that in there. Ooh, you guys are in my little seasoning cabinet right now, and then I just shake it around. And then I add ice, so 1 second. And then, once I've added ice, I go through and I add milk and creamer. So, I've been using 2% milk, so we're adding that. And then I've been obsessed with this Chobani cinnamon coffee cake creamer. It's so good, but I have like a little bit left and I can't find it again. So I'm very upset about that. But I also really want to try the Chobani, the white chocolate mocha coffee creamer that they have. I really want to try that one too. So perfect. And then I get a straw. And there you have it. Let's do a taste test. That's so good. I highly recommend trying that creamer if you like the taste of cinnamon, and you like the Chobani creamers. Try that one. But okay, so that was my little update for the vlog for today. So I will continue to read this, I'll continue to read this one today, and then I will probably update you guys later on. I have to work in like 45 minutes, so I'm gonna try to read what I can before starting work, and then read on my lunch break and all of that, and then I will keep you guys updated either later on today or tomorrow with how far I get in The 7 Husbands. So it has been a couple days since I've updated you on where I am with the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and how I'm doing with reading books on my that have been on my and reading books that have been on my physical TBR for a while. So also this lighting is a little bit odd, but either way, I wanted to pick up the camera and update you. So let's see. So just a recap, as you know, I was reading The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I am a little over halfway. I'm on page 184, chapter 29. I've been tabbing, and I will say I'm really enjoying it. This is the book I think that has been on my TBR for the longest. And don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's been on my TBR for the longest. And I'm really enjoying it. I will say, like, I was really enjoying it, and then I put it down for like a day and a half, and now I don't feel like as excited to pick it up, but nonetheless it's really good. I do love the way that Taylor Jenkins reads. I do love the way that Taylor Jenkins Reid, her writing can kind of just like transport you into a new time or whatever time the book is. I also love that Daisy Jones and the Six, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Malibu Rising, and the other one about tennis, I forgot the name of that. Carrie Soto is back. I love that all of them are kind of connected in a sense, like some of the characters overlap and the time also overlaps. I think that's really cool. But yeah, so I'm reading this. I'm gonna probably just read this slowly and just like read a few chapters here and there, and just until I finish it. I'm definitely not DNFing it or anything, because I am really enjoying it. My dog is digging. Anyway, so that's that. But on another note, you probably saw me holding another book when I first started this video, and that is none other than A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. So I actually just started this today. I just got to chapter 2. I've like barely made any sort of dent, but I had been planning on reading this. I'm actually buddy reading it with this girl on, well, not this girl, I'm actually buddy reading it with Amelia over on my Bookstagram account. If you haven't noticed from all my videos, I do a lot of buddy reads. I love reading with other people and talking about it, especially ACOTAR. I've been wanting to buddy read with someone because I'm just nervous. I'm not really like a fantasy reader, so I've been nervous about reading it alone, and I am annotating it so that hopefully that helps me keep track. So I did like a little annotation guide. So I have red for people and characters, I have the green for locations, I have like yellow orange for friendships and relationships. I don't know if that makes any sense. And then this pink one is just for like quotes and things that I love. So yeah, so like I said, I'm very like early on. I'm literally only on chapter 2 but so far I will say something that I really just enjoyed from chapter 1 is how like immersive the Sarah J. Maas's writing is, because it's very descriptive of like what, I don't even know who's oh, never mind. We're in Farah. I don't know if that's her name. We're gonna say Farah. We're in her POV. I didn't realize what was going on. But as we're in her POV, like right in the part where she's this is literally in the back of the book, but right when she's about to kill the wolf, she's like describing the woods and like all that, and it's just like in like the weather, and I don't know, this is like the first, besides Powerless, which I didn't finish, this is like the first fantasy book that I'm ever reading. So I'm really excited. Honestly, I have high hopes for this series, very high hopes. So I hope it lives up to it. I hope that I am not too confused, but yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I think for this vlog I'm gonna make it like multiple parts, and I think that I'm gonna end this vlog once I finish The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and ACOTAR, because then I will have read 3 books for this video, which was Book Lovers, ACOTAR, and obviously The Seven Husbands. I think I'm gonna end it around there. That way it doesn't get too long, and also I'm just gonna make this, like, I'm gonna keep making these videos, so I definitely want to keep, I need to keep reading books on my TBR. This has been on my TBR for over a year too, so it's been really satisfying to finish some of these books and start them and just kind of get through this TBR. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a staple video on this channel. But yeah, I will keep you updated, and I'll see you in the next clips. Okay, so I just filmed a little like coffee and book chat video over on my Instagram/TikTok. So I figured I would also update you guys on the vlog because like I said in the last clip, I started reading ACOTAR last night, and I am also reading The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and then I'm also reading a book on my Kindle, but I'm gonna have a separate video talking all about what I'm reading on my Kindle and all of that. But I figured I would update you guys on my thoughts for ACOTAR because I am about 50 pages into this book. Also, I'm so sorry about all the wires behind me. But I am 50 pages, or a little over 50 pages actually, into this book, and it's so good. Like, I don't know why I was so nervous to pick this up. Well, I kind of know why. I really was scared because I'm not really a fantasy reader, and I was honestly nervous that I was going to be confused while reading this book and not really know like what was going on, and I just didn't know if I was going to like it. So I was a bit scared to pick it up. But I'm on page 52, which is chapter 6, and that's where I stopped yesterday, and I really loved it. I've been listening to a like reading fantasy books playlist on Spotify while I read, and it's all very like violin type of music, like intense music, and it's really good. There's no words. I cannot listen to music that have words while reading. I just can't focus. But there's no words. It's just like instrumentals, and it really makes me feel like I'm in the book, and it's been really cool to kind of see that, like, or not to see that, but it's been really cool to listen to that and read. It's been really like just making me focus on the book, so that's been really nice. But so far not much has really happened. This is a spoiler-free vlog, by the way. I'm not really going to say much. Just the fact that, you know, we're meeting the characters. So far I've met Feyre. That's obviously who we are reading about. I think I pronounced her name wrong yesterday. It's Feyre, which is what I know now. And I've met her sisters, Nesta and Elaine. And so far that's the only people that I've met, and then her dad, of course, or their dad. So yeah, we are about to get introduced to one of the Fae guys. I think they're called Bat Boys is what everyone calls them. We're going to be introduced to them soon. So yeah, that's what's happening now. And yeah, I'm going to keep reading today, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm loving it, and I am not confused like I thought I was going to be. So that has been great. But yeah, and then I have my coffee here. So this is actually just from Dunkin' Donuts. I ordered a, what is this? Oh my goodness, what is this called? It's not brown sugar, oh, butter pecan. I ordered a butter pecan latte, but I just put it in my own cup for the sake of this video and for the sake of the video for Instagram. So yeah, so that is my update for now. I'm gonna keep reading, and I'll let you guys know. Hey guys, so quick reading update. I have been devouring ACOTAR. This is where I'm at. I literally only have this much left. I'm on chapter 36, page 316, and it's so good. I think literally just yesterday I read 150 pages. I couldn't stop reading. I love it. Like I said, this is gonna be a spoiler-free vlog, so I'm not gonna give away much really. I'm just gonna say I love it, and I'll tell you some of the characters so far that I've met in this first book and like how I feel. So obviously I've met Feyre, and then Tamlin, and Lucian, and then I've met Rhysand. I'm gonna say Rhysand. I met him. I met Anne, I forgot the meaner woman. I don't want to say her name, that might be a spoiler, but yes, we've met a few people, and I will say I love Lucian. I love just like how protective he is. Same thing with Tamlin. That was one thing. I loved Tamlin and Feyre's like relationship and everything that's going on between them right now. I've been loving. I've just been so anxious since I stopped reading it earlier because I'm working on like what is gonna happen, because if you know where I am, then you know that it's gotten crazy, and I'm just like, how is this gonna end? You know, what is going on? But I'm really excited because I already have the second book. I have the physical copy, so I will be reading that immediately after finishing this. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I think for this video, because it's already long and it's been kind of over a week now, I think that once I finish this book, I'm gonna update you guys, and then I don't think I'm gonna finish The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, at least not in this vlog. I think that I'll still keep reading it a little bit here and there, but I was like really into it, and then slowly it started to fade, and then I picked this up, and now I don't even want to pick that one back up right now, but I will finish it. I'm just not gonna finish it for this vlog. So I think after I finish this and update you guys, I'm gonna end this vlog, but this is just part one. I'm gonna keep filming this type of video throughout the year, mainly because I have such a like, I made it like a promise to myself that I was gonna get through my TBR, at least the books that have been on my physical TBR for over a year, and this is one of them. Same thing with the second book, and then Book Lovers, obviously. So I feel like that's really successful. So yeah, so that is my update for now. I'm still working, but I'm in my last like 2 hours, and I'm taking a little bit of a break. It's been pretty busy so far this week, but I've been getting in a lot of reading, so that's been good. And then I also wanted to let you guys know that I think starting on Monday, the Monday that's coming up, it's either gonna be Monday or I'm gonna start it on a Friday, which is really random, but I kind of wanted to do like a little like week in my life while being a publishing student, because I am in my last semester of getting my master's degree with PACE, which is in New York, but I do their online program. So I wanted to do like a little week in my life video of that, just kind of showing like what I do, what my classes are, and like why I chose to do that. I thought that would be kind of fun. So if you think that would be interesting, definitely comment down below and let me know. I think I'm gonna make it and just kind of see what you all think, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, so that is my update. I will see you guys in the next clip, probably once I finish this. You saying hi to everyone? Say hello. Are you a good boy? Yeah, your mama's good boy. Say hi to the subscribers. Say hello. You saying hi? Look. Oh, for the good boy. We need to have a chat. So I finished ACOTAR. That's why I'm back. As you saw in the last clip, that was actually me earlier today. But I'm so sorry. I'm always filming in this like yellow light, so I feel like I look crazy. But that's besides the point. But I finished this literally 5 minutes ago, and I needed to update you, so I tabbed my little life out. But so yeah, like I was saying, I finished this like 5 minutes ago, and I needed to update you guys because wow, this if you're hearing noises, there's like thunder and wind going on right now, but this was crazy. Like I was saying, I think I said this in my last like talking clip of how much I was genuinely enjoying this book, and honestly it's a 5-star read for me from beginning to end. Like I was nervous because I thought I wasn't gonna know what was going on. I thought like maybe fantasy wasn't gonna be for me. I was just nervous in general, and a lot of people had, like I had heard a lot of people say that this book wasn't necessarily their favorite, that the series gets better as you go on, which I'm sure it does, but this one was still a 5-star read for me. Like literally from beginning to end, there was not a point where I was bored. Like I loved the storyline. I loved one thing, because this is like one of my first fantasy reads, one thing that I really love is the descriptions of like the world and just like learning about that in general. I think was so interesting, and like the history behind it and just like the way everything looks. Like I really loved like the immersiveness of it, and honestly it was just amazing altogether. I love all the characters, absolutely adore Feyre. Like I said, I really do love Tamlin. Like I know that a lot of people don't like him as the story goes on, but I'm not even thinking about that right now because I'm not there. But I did really love him in this book, and also Rhysand, I really love him too. I just will say that for the most part I did not like him in this book, only because if you read it then you know that he's kind of a jerk in this book, but he makes up for it as the story goes on. You see why he does some of the things that he does, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it. I love Lucian. I love him so much. Some of the stuff that happens with him made me really sad, but I'm telling you, the last like 70 pages, honestly, from, I would say, from like, they're still ending. Just this whole, like the whole, like, honestly, this whole like chunk back here was insane, but specifically the last like 50 to 75 pages were crazy. I was on the edge of my seat. I didn't know what the heck was gonna happen, but it was really good, and I'm really excited to pick up ACOTAR. I already have it. I have the physical copy already because someone had actually bought the first 2 books for me like a year and a half ago, so I've been had them, and so I have ACOTAR already, and I'm already gonna start reading it tomorrow. So I will be going to that next, and then I bought ACOTAR today. I bought that today, but so I bought it from like a small business online, a small bookstore, so that should be coming within the next few days. So I have the first 3, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep buying them as I go, but I'm definitely gonna start ACOTAR tomorrow. That's gonna be in my next reading vlog. So I'm in the middle of filming like a weekly, just a regular weekly reading vlog, so I'll be reading ACOTAR in that one. If you guys are curious about my thoughts on there and you want to see me read that one, go check that one out. It should come out next week from when you guys see this video. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and let you know. So we had some really good reads. We can just do kind of like a little summary of what I read in this book. So first I started off with Book Lovers, and absolutely loved that book. Also gave that book a 5-star. That was amazing. Speaking of Book Lovers, I want to show you guys something exciting. One second. So I put in an order from this small business on Etsy, and it's called The Literary Loft on Etsy, and they have an Instagram too. And I placed an order with them, and it just got delivered today. So I wanted to show you guys because it's related to Book Lovers. And I am so excited. So it's an art print. It's an art print dedicated to Lily 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 Good's Cottage. Yeah, but it's a print dedicated to Lily Good's Cottage, which is the little cottage that they stay in Sunshine Falls in the book when they go. And I'm gonna put it up in my living room. So I got this, and then I got one more art print that kind of matches it, but it's not for book lovers. But yeah, so I wanted to show you guys that. Like I said, I got it off of a small business called the Literary Loft. So I'll link it in the description so that you guys can get it and see it if you want. But yes, so loved book lovers, gave that one a 5 stars. That was my second Emily Henry book, and it was amazing. I loved everything about that book, literally. Same thing with ACOTAR, another 5 star. So this was a really successful reading vlog. The only book that I didn't finish was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but not because I didn't like it. I was really enjoying it. I just felt like I needed something more, and I was really inclined to pick up ACOTAR. So I was like, why am I gonna wait? Let me just pick this up, and then I'll just like slowly finish The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo when I feel like picking it up. So yeah, so that was it. So that is the little the end of today's video, just a little roundup of all the books that I read. If, like I said, if you like this video and you like this like series that I'm gonna do, then definitely let me know in the comments. Just say hi, what are you reading, whatever you want to say or not. But if you made it this far, thank you for watching the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.